Alright, so we're a couple days into converting what was a cichlid tank, which has now been moved. We'll do a video on that momentarily, into a simple fish-only saltwater system. This is not intended to be a delicate reef system, therefore I do not have a protein skimmer or wet and dry filtration. What we have is a simple Aqueon brand backpack style filter for a 30-gallon tank. This is a 29-gallon. We also have a small power head to create the effect of a current in a reef. It would be absolutely vital to have that, maybe even two of them, in a more elaborate reef system. All that you see in the tank right now is a large piece of live rock. It cost me about $20 at Petco. Live rock is not absolutely necessary in a fish-only system, but it does provide nitrates in the water, which is beneficial. And I intend to put some turbo snails, or a few invertebrates such as carpet anemone later. In my video, I had showed, an earlier video, I had showed the crushed coral atop sand mix, just an all-purpose sand that had been thoroughly washed and cleansed of all of its debris and dust, and then topped with a thin layer of crushed coral. Today we added 2 blue damselfish. Been in the tank a few hours now. We'll update later, being that it's a saltwater tank in a delicate ecosystem, wanting to keep your ammonia levels at minimum. We will not add too many too quickly because the filtration that I have is just insufficient to support a large population. As many people do, because of their relatively inexpensive cost, $5 a piece, that's actually a bargain for saltwater fish. Like many others who have begun to cycle an aquarium, we started off with a couple of damselfish. But I actually like damselfish. I understand that they become more territorial and aggressive when they get a little bigger, and they can harass some of the other fish that are in the tank. But there's so many different varieties of damselfish, and there's so many varied colors of them. I'm half intending to just leave this as a damsel tank and maybe a clownfish with an appropriate anemone. Considered maybe one yellow tane. However, a yellow tane will eventually outgrow a tank this small. Anyway, so this is like day 3 since we began this project. Tomorrow I'm going to be adding some coral. It's not live coral, it's the remains of coral. It's being soaked in fresh water right now to try to remove any impurities that it may have had. I'm using it mostly for decoration, also to provide a hiding place if I get a little goby, as well as just making it look more natural. It might be a place that an anemone will attach itself to, even though anemones do move themselves around the tank, unlike coral that are stationary. Well, anyway, this is day 3 update of the beginning of a simple fish-only saltwater tank.